Hey guys, my name is Modi and welcome back to Modi Speaks. So guys, it is 2026, but somehow we are still having this conversation. Slavery ended in America over 160 years ago. Nobody alive today is a slave. Nobody alive today owned slaves. Yet, here we are, watching grown adults in 2026 crying on the internet, chaining themselves up on Juneteenth and demanding money from people who never hurt them. Guys, today we are breaking down this viral video that perfectly captures this insanity. A black woman who has never ever known slavery, who has never ever experienced slavery, is uncontrollably sobbing about how she cannot live a normal life because of slavery. I am not making this up, guys. This actually happened, and it is all over white people's internet. I know some black people like to think that it is Beyonce's internet. But come on, guys. Beyonce cannot even point out an integrated circuit if she ever saw one. So, guys, we are delving into the whole clown world, whole crazy world, and believe me, I'm gonna be giving them a bunch of reality checks. Now, without beating about the bush, guys, let's check in on our fake slave. Let us see what is actually giving her sleepless nights. Watch.
People are evil, yo. These people are demonic. The shit is still happening today. How do you expect us to forget? How do you expect us to live normal lives? And then with all of that, we didn't get no compensation for it, for the evil wrongdoing that was done on our black people.
Now, first off, this woman has never been a slave. Her parents were not slaves. Her grandparents were not slaves. But here she is, ugly crying in the woods about evil and demonic forces and how she cannot live life normally after slavery. She wants compensation, but not from me or from other Wakanda nationals who look like me, but from you, from your children, from the innocent taxpayers who has never ever owned a slave in their lives. Now, when that video began and she said, "These people are evil and demonic," and went on rambling about how this SHIT is still happening today, for a moment I thought she was one of the sensible ones and that she was referring to black people, talking about how black people are evil and demonic for selling their own brothers and sisters across the Atlantic, and how black people, especially in Africa today, are still practicing slavery even today. Because of course, there is no part of the white man's world, there is no part of the Western white man's world where slavery is still happening today. But when you go to the black man's world, slavery is unfortunately still very much alive, right? So I thought she was actually calling out her own people, us. But my disappointment when I realized she was actually calling out white people and asking for compensation, reparations from them. She said, "This SHIT is still happening today." Now tell me, where is slavery, in the right definition of the word, still happening in any Western world today? You can't find it. But when you take a look at the Arab world, of course, you're going to be disgusted by what you see. You see pure slavery still going on today. Have you ever seen what is going on in Saudi Arabia? Have you ever seen what is going on in Libya? How Africans are being sold in slave markets, literal slave markets. Have you seen what is happening in the Gulf countries, the Middle East, starting from Saudi Arabia to Qatar to Dubai, Oman, Iran, Iraq, Lebanon? How African women are being bought into slavery under the kafala system, where these African women are enslaved into domestic servitude for years and years. Their passports are taken away from them and confiscated. They live like animals, their lives completely placed at the palms of their masters. Most of them end up losing their lives. Some of these women commit suicide following the abject humiliation they go through, and some of them get killed by the families they are serving.
Over a year ago, I saw this post, and this was a young woman, her name was Georgina, who was explaining that I am in Oman. I came here only to realize that I am trapped. "Are you alone in Oman?" She told me, "No, there are many girls. They also want help because they are trapped in Oman."
They have locked me in my room. Now I'm in my room. I don't know what to do. The very first day I arrived, my passport was taken away from me. I want to go home. I'm tired.
They threatened to starve me to death.
Georgina was the first victim. Then it was 1 girl, 2 girl, 3 girl. That's when I said, okay, so you know what, guys, what we're gonna do? I'm gonna form a group because this looks like human trafficking.
After posting a cry for help online, Georgina managed to escape.
It is a horrible system out there, but I'm sure you don't know about any of this because, of course, nobody is willing to listen. And why? Because, of course, the white man is not involved. This woman is calling out innocent white people who never owned slaves in their life, but overlooking the guilty Arabs and the guilty black people today, currently in 2026, who are actively partaking in the enslavement of other Africans. You can't make this nonsense up. She's tapping into the phantom pain, trauma she never experienced. It is all in her head, a performance, pure theatrics for likes, for clout, and that sweet, sweet reparations that never seems to arrive because the premise is ridiculous. Her ancestors were freed generations ago. America poured in trillions into welfare programs, affirmative action, great society initiatives, decades of wealth transfers aimed at closing the gaps. And still, the tears keep flowing, and the whinings and complaints will never stop. Why? Because victimhood pays better than personal responsibility in certain circles. This woman, she has more freedom, opportunity, and prosperity available to her more than 99% of humans who have ever lived on this earth, including most people in African countries today. African countries where slavery still exists in broad daylight. But instead of building, she is dwelling. She is crying on camera about people who died before her grandparents were even ever born. Now, guys, here is the hard truth that nobody is gonna tell people like this woman. No one is coming to punish innocent white people whose families arrived after the Civil War, or whose ancestors fought against slavery itself, or who simply worked their tails off building the United States of America. Collective guilt is a scam. Intergenerational debt for something that ended 160 plus years ago is a scam. Black Americans today are not living under segregation, Jim Crow, or chains. They are not picking cotton under the lash. The biggest barriers for them are not ghosts from the 1865. They are cultural. Family breakdown, fatherlessness, glorification of violence, and anti-education attitudes. And yes, this addiction to historical grievances. Dwelling on the past does not help anybody build wealth. It does not raise strong families. It doesn't create inventors, entrepreneurs, or leaders. It keeps you small. Your ancestors, who survived the Middle Passage, endured hardship, and saw emancipation, would be ashamed to see their descendants role-playing oppression in the land of abundance. Reparations will never happen, okay? Mainly because the people who could have been in the position of asking for the reparations are all gone. And the people who they could have asked from are all gone. Stop manufacturing victimhood and oppression and just move on with your lives. Be more focused on living a responsible, hard-working, fulfilled life. Try your possible best not to be like people like this woman who is crying, who is stuck in the past. Move on with your lives and thank me later. Now, to the woman crying in this particular video, stop it. Get some help. Dry your fake tears. The compensation you are looking for is the country you are living in today. Now go earn your piece of it like everybody else. But as always, guys, these are my thoughts and my opinions. Please Feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not subscribed to this channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel, like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or buy me a coffee if you can, as a way of supporting the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.